peculiar tension in the air right now, a specific kind of electricity that you, as someone who is awakening, might be feeling in the very marrow of your bones. It is not anxiety, though the uninitiated might mistake it for that. It is the pressure of expansion. You might want to prepare yourself, because the signs are indicating that a wave of sudden wealth is gathering momentum to crash upon your shore. But understand this clearly. When I speak of wealth, and when you see the symbols of jackpots or windfalls, we are not talking about luck. In the world of the wonderful human imagination, there is no such thing as luck. There is only law. The external world, with all its financial shifts and sudden opportunities, is nothing more than a delayed mirror reflecting the state of consciousness you have occupied. If you are feeling this shift, it is because you have finally stopped begging the world for scraps and started claiming your birthright within. To the sleeping man, a sudden influx of money looks like a miracle or a random stroke of fortune. To the chosen one, the one who has chosen to remember who they really are, it is simply the inevitable harvest of a seed planted in the silence of the mind. However, this transition can be jarring. The old self, the one addicted to struggle and lack, will try to fight this new reality. To navigate this shift, you must have a stable foundation, or the weight of the blessing might crack the vessel. This is why I often speak of the necessity of a guided map for this terrain. If you feel that you are standing on the precipice of a great change, but need the tools to stabilize your footing, I invite you to explore the 3 keys to a prosperous life. This is not just another book, it is a trilogy designed specifically for those on this path, offering a practical framework to awaken to your true identity, heal the invisible blocks that sabotage receipt, and expand with stability. It is about learning to receive, sustain, and multiply your good without the heavy burden of guilt that society often imposes. Whether you prefer to read the ebook or listen to the audiobook, this resource is available to you now. You can find the link in the pinned comment or the description below. If you feel the resonance, do not hesitate, as we sometimes limit the window for special bonuses. It is a companion for the journey of stabilizing the abundance that is your birthright. Now let us return to this concept of sudden wealth and how you must position your consciousness to welcome it. When the Bible speaks of the thief in the night, or when you hear of angels bringing tidings of great joy, do not look to the sky. These are psychological dramas taking place within you. The thief in the night is your own desire, coming to steal away your poverty and leave you with the riches of the kingdom. But it happens when the senses are asleep, when you stop judging by appearances. You see, the reason you feel this impending shift is that your inner speech has likely changed. You have stopped arguing with the world and started agreeing with your desire. Consider the symbol of the jackpot. In the eyes of the mystic, a jackpot is not a gamble, it is a state. There is a state of consciousness called the winner, just as there is a state called the victim. You cannot be in the state of the victim and expect the reflection of the winner. It is impossible. The world is faithful to your state, not to your wishes. So if you are sensing that wealth is near, it means you have begun to walk in the feeling of the wish fulfilled. You are beginning to treat your imagination as the only reality. But here is the warning, and here is where the preparation is vital. When the manifestation begins to harden into fact, when the money actually arrives, the dragon of the old self will roar. This dragon is simply your old habits of thought, your old fears of not enough, or the guilt of having more than your neighbor. You might interpret this internal conflict as spiritual warfare, and in a sense it is, but the battlefield is your mind. Archangel Michael in this psychological drama represents your disciplined attention. You must use the sword of Michael, your focused intent, to cut off the head of the dragon. You do this by refusing to entertain any thought that contradicts your new wealth. You do not ask, "Did I deserve this?" You simply say, "Thank you, Father," knowing that the Father is your own wonderful human imagination. If this resonates with you, if you feel that sword of discernment sharpening within your mind, click the like button. It is a small physical act that signals to your subconscious that you are accepting this teaching, and it helps this message find other sleeping giants who need to awaken. You must understand that sudden wealth is only sudden to the timeline of the three-dimensional world. In the fourth dimension, in the realm of imagination, it has already happened. It is finished. The moment you dared to assume I am wealthy, the bridge of incidents began to construct itself. This bridge might look like a chance meeting, a sudden investment opportunity, a forgotten inheritance, or a lottery win. The how is not your concern. The how belongs to the deeper wisdom of your I am. Your only job is to remain in the state of the end. How do you prepare for this? You prepare by normalizing it. This is the great secret. You must make the feeling of wealth natural. If you were truly holding a check for millions right now, would you be hyperventilating with anxiety? No. You would likely feel a deep, settling relief. You would feel secure. You would order your coffee with a sense of ease, knowing the cost is irrelevant. You would walk down the street without the hurried pace of someone chasing survival. Practice this naturalness now. Tonight, in the silence of your bedroom, I want you to play a scene. Do not play it to get the money. Play it because the money is already yours. Imagine a friend, a specific person whose voice you know well, congratulating you on your good fortune. Hear them say, I always knew you would succeed, or I can't believe how amazing this is for you. And you, in your imagination, reply with a calm, steady voice, yes, isn't it wonderful? I am so grateful. Do not scream. Do not force emotion. Just feel the reality of it. The naturalness of that interaction is the key that unlocks the floodgates. If you can do this, you are effectively telling your subconscious that this is not a fantasy. It is a fact. And as you walk through your days, observe the signs. Not the superstitious signs of seeing repeating numbers on a clock, though those can be fun winks from the universe, but the internal signs. Notice when you no longer feel a pang of jealousy when you see a luxury car. Notice when the bill comes and your stomach doesn't tighten. These are the true signs that the angel of prosperity has taken up residence in your temple. You are becoming the person who can hold the wealth. There is a beautiful mystery in how the world rearranges itself to match your assumption. You might find that people start treating you differently, with more respect, before the money even hits your account. This is because they are responding to your energy, not your wallet. They are picking up on the broadcast of your I am. You are broadcasting abundance, and the world has no choice but to echo it back. I invite you to comment below with a simple declaration of this new state. Write, I am ready to receive, or my world is shifting now. Let this be your public agreement with the law. It is a way of slamming the door on the old story of lack. Remember, the only thing that can stop this flow is you. The only enemy is the assumption you keep entertaining that says, it's too good to be true. Nothing is too good to be true for the Creator, and you are the Creator having a human experience. The suddenness of the wealth is just the physical senses catching up to where you have been living in your mind. So, do not be surprised when it happens. Be expectant. Keep your inner conversations clean. When the doubt knocks, do not open the door. Instead, retire into your imagination, that secret place of the Most High, and dwell there in the feeling of the wish fulfilled. But there is another layer to this preparation, one that involves the concept of the Sabbath, or mental rest. After you have successfully impregnated your subconscious with the feeling of wealth, there comes a time when you must stop trying to make it happen. You must enter the rest. This is not laziness. It is the highest form of faith. It is the deep knowing that the seed has been planted and the harvest is inevitable. This state of rest is where the miracle grows. You do not dig up a seed every hour to see if it has taken root. If you do, you kill it. In the same way, you do not constantly check your 3D reality to see if your wealth has arrived. The moment you anxiously look for evidence, you are confessing that you do not have it. You are stepping out of the state of the wish fulfilled and back into the state of lack. The Sabbath is the mental attitude of unshakable conviction. It is the deep, silent breath of the soul that says, "It is finished." Day, when you can walk through a day of unpaid bills and feel the same security as if you had millions in the bank, you have entered the Sabbath. And from that rest, the outer world must reshape itself. It has no other option. However, I know that maintaining this state of rest can be the most challenging part of the journey. The senses are loud, and the old habits of worry are persistent. To help you anchor yourself in this new consciousness and navigate these shifts with stability, I recommend you explore the resource linked below, The 3 Keys to a Prosperous Life. This trilogy, available as an ebook and audiobook, is not just information. It is a practical map designed for those who feel the call to awaken. It will guide you to heal the invisible blocks that sabotage your harvest and teach you how to receive, sustain, and multiply your good without the heavy burden of guilt. If you feel ready to deepen your understanding and stabilize your footing on this rock of truth, you can find the link in the pinned comment or description. It is a companion for the serious student of the law. Now, let us look deeper into this mystery of the bridge of incidents. Many of you, the chosen ones, fear the transition. You have assumed the state of wealth, but suddenly things seem to go wrong. Perhaps you lose your current job, or an unexpected expense arises. Do not panic. Do not judge appearances. This is often the bridge being built. The old structure must sometimes be dismantled to make room for the new mansion you have built in your imagination. If you asked for a new life, do not be afraid when the old life begins to crumble. It is not destruction, it is renovation. The angels of your deeper self are clearing the ground. Consider the story of Joseph in the scriptures. He was thrown into a pit and sold into slavery before he became the ruler of Egypt. If Joseph had judged his state while he was in the pit, he would have despaired. But the pit was part of the bridge. The slavery was part of the bridge. Every step was necessary to move him physically to the place where his authority could be exercised. You must have the same fortitude. When the winds blow and the storm comes, stand firm in your assumption. Say to yourself, this too is part of the unfolding. I do not know how, but I know this is leading me to my fulfilled desire. 3. This is what it means to walk by faith, not by sight. This brings us to the concept of spiritual warfare, which many of you feel intensely. But remember, the battle is never with people or circumstances. The battle is entirely within the mind. The dragon you fight is not a demon outside of you. It is the frozen mass of your past beliefs and sensory evidence. It is the voice that whispers, "Who do you think you are?" whenever you dare to dream. And who is the Michael who defeats the dragon? Michael is not a winged being in the clouds. Michael is your own disciplined attention. The name Michael means, who is like God. It is the faculty in you that looks at the facts of life, the poverty, the sickness, the loneliness, and denies their final authority. When you turn your back on the sensory evidence and remain faithful to your imaginal act, you are Michael slaying the dragon. You are casting the devil out of heaven. Heaven is your mind. You cannot keep the devil of doubt and the God of abundance in the same temple. You must choose. This is why the scripture says, "Choose this day whom you will serve." Will you serve the evidence of your senses, which is the past dead and frozen? Or will you serve the vision of your imagination, which is the living future? If this perspective on your inner battles is resonating with you, and you are realizing that you have the power to win this war, simply click the like button. It is a small, physical action that signals to your subconscious that you are accepting your role as the victor, not the victim. Let us apply this to a specific area where many struggle: relationships. You may be trying to manifest a specific person, or perhaps harmony in a broken marriage. The principle remains the same. Everyone is yourself pushed out. They are only echoing what you are whispering in secret. If you are having arguments with them in your mind, you will have arguments with them in your kitchen. If you are feeling rejected in your imagination, they will show you coldness in the flesh. They have no choice. They are under the compulsion of your own consciousness. To change them, you must leave them alone and change yourself. Stop trying to force them to love you or respect you. Instead, go into the silence and hear them saying exactly what you want to hear. Hear the tone of love. Feel the embrace. Construct a scene that implies the relationship is healed and thriving. Maybe it is a scene of you two walking in the park, laughing. Maybe it is a simple dinner at home. Whatever implies the wish is fulfilled. Do this until it feels natural, until the hunger for it subsides, because you feel you already have it. Then, watch the behavior of that person change. They will begin to reflect your new state. They might not even know why they are acting differently, but they will respond to the broadcast of your I am. But be warned, you cannot deceive the law. You cannot pretend to love yourself while secretly harboring self-contempt. The world is a merciless mirror. It reflects who you are, not who you pretend to be. This is why the inner work is the only work. You must fall in love with yourself. You must see yourself as the prize. When you dignify yourself in your own imagination, the world will rush to dignify you. The chosen ones are simply those who have chosen themselves. God chose you because you chose to believe in your own divinity. There is a subtle trap here that I must illuminate. It is the trap of waiting. Many of you are living in a state of waiting for the manifestation. Waiting is a state of lack. If you are waiting for the bus, you are not on the bus. If you are waiting to be wealthy, you are confirming you are poor. You must move from thinking of the end to thinking from the end. When you think from the end, you are looking back at the present moment as a memory. You are already there. You are occupying the state. Try this experiment tonight regarding your health or the health of a loved one. Do not petition a distant God to heal a sickness. That reinforces the reality of the sickness. Instead, perform an act of revision. Go into your imagination and hear the doctor giving you the good news. It's a miracle, he says. The tests are completely clear. Feel the relief. Feel the weight lifting off your shoulders. Or imagine the loved one telling you how great they feel, how their energy has returned. Keep doing this until the scent of the hospital and the fear of the diagnosis fades from your mind, replaced by the sunshine of vitality. The angel of healing is your own assumption of health. You see, the body is just a garment. It is a suit of clothes your consciousness wears. If the clothes are torn, you mend them by changing the consciousness of the wearer. The cells of your body are obedient servants. They are listening to every feeling you entertain. If you entertain fear, they vibrate with disease. If you entertain gratitude and vitality, they vibrate with health. You are the master of this house. Command it not with willpower, but with the gentle authority of assumption. I invite you to share in the comments a simple phrase, I am the master of my mood. By writing this, you are reminding yourself that you are not a cork bobbing on the ocean of emotion. You are the ocean itself. You determine the tides. Now, let us speak of the time lag. This is where many lose heart. You do the work, you feel the reality, but the next day, the 3D world looks exactly the same. Why? Because the physical world is dense. It is like molasses. It takes time for the heat of your imagination to melt the frozen circumstances. But do not be deceived by the delay. The movement has already begun. In the invisible realm, the chess pieces are moving. Bridges are being built. People are making decisions that will affect you, even though they don't know you yet. Imagine you have ordered a package online. You receive the confirmation email. You do not have the object in your hands yet, but you do not worry. You do not call the company every 5 minutes screaming, "Where is it?" You know it is coming. You make space for it on your shelf. You might even tell a friend, "I bought this new book," even though it hasn't arrived. That is the attitude. The confirmation email is your feeling of the wish fulfilled. The delivery is guaranteed. The time lag is simply shipping time. Do not cancel the order by doubting its arrival. Persistence is the key that turns the lock, but persistence does not mean effort. It does not mean gritting your teeth and trying hard to visualize. That is strain, and strain implies you don't have it. Persistence means simply returning to the state. When you drift away, and you will drift, gently bring yourself back. Like a sheep that has wandered from the flock, guide your attention back to the wish fulfilled. I forgot for a moment. I thought I was poor, but I remember now, I am wealthy. Do this 70 times, 7 times. Eventually, the new state becomes your dwelling place, and you will no longer wander. You are building a sanctuary within. This is what the mystics meant by the Holy of Holies. It is not a room in a temple in Jerusalem. It is the secret chamber of your own imagination. When the world is too much, when the noise of the news and the fears of others threaten to overwhelm you, retreat into the sanctuary. Close your eyes. Shut the door of the senses. And there, in the silence, commune with your Father. The Father is your own wonderful human imagination. Tell him what you desire, not as a beggar, but as a son or daughter who knows that all that is mine is yours. Feel the ring on your finger. Feel the clothes on your body. See the view from the window of your dream home. Touch the furniture. Make it vivid. Make it real. And then open your eyes. You may be back in the small room, but you have changed. You have touched reality. And because you have touched it, it must come to pass. The vision has its own appointed hour. It ripens, it will flower. If it be long, then wait, for it is sure, and it will not be late. This practice is the only true freedom. Until you find this power within, you are a slave to circumstances. You are a slave to the boss, to the economy, to the weather, to the moods of your spouse. But the moment you realize that you are the operant power, the chains fall off. You realize that you have been the jailer and the prisoner all along. You hold the key. The key is your mind. As you continue this practice, you will notice something profound. Your desires will change. As you awaken to who you really are, the trivial things you thought you wanted may lose their luster. You might find yourself desiring things of a higher order: wisdom, peace, the ability to help others, the power to lift the burdens of your neighbor. This is the natural progression of the chosen one. You start by using the law to survive, then to thrive, and finally to serve. You become a conscious creator, a center of radiation in this world. But do not rush this. If you desire money now, get the money. There is no holiness in poverty. God becomes the beggar to know the beggar, but he does not intend to stay a beggar. He wants to expand. So prove the law to yourself in the coin of Caesar. Get the better job. Get the house. Heal the body. When you have satisfied these hunger pangs, you will naturally hunger for the deeper things of the spirit. But you cannot transcend what you have not yet experienced. So, experience abundance. It is your birthright. If this teaching is clarifying the path for you, consider subscribing to the channel. We are building a community of those who are remembering their origins, and your presence here strengthens the whole. Let us return to the technique of revision, for it is one of the most powerful tools in your arsenal, yet often the most neglected. Revision is the ability to change the past. You might say, but the past is done. It is a fact. In the world of Caesar, yes. But in the world of imagination, the past is just a memory, an image, and images can be changed. If you had a terrible interview today, do not go to bed replaying the failure. Do not reinforce it. Instead, rewrite the script. Tonight, before you sleep, replay the day, but change the scene. Imagine the interviewer was impressed. Imagine them smiling and shaking your hand, saying, "You are exactly who we are looking for." Feel the satisfaction of a job well done. Do this until the new version takes on the tones of reality. By doing this, you are neutralizing the negative energy of the event. You are untying the knot. You might be surprised to find that the outcome changes, or that a better opportunity arises instantly, as if the failure never happened. You are pruning the vine of your life, cutting off the dead branches so that new growth can appear. Never go to sleep with a heavy heart. Sleep is the gateway to the subconscious. It is the time when the male and female principles of your mind, the conscious and subconscious, meet. If you take anger, worry, or lack into sleep, you are impregnating your subconscious with monsters. You will wake up to a world of conflict. Make it a strict rule. Resolve every conflict within before you close your eyes. Forgive everyone. Revise every failure. Enter sleep in the state of the wish fulfilled, or at least in a state of gratitude and peace. This is how you create a tomorrow that is better than today. There is a mystery in the name of God. I am. It is a verb, not a noun. It is a state of being. You do not say, I am going to be rich. That pushes it into the future. You say, I am rich. Even if your pockets are empty, you appropriate the state now. The feeling is the secret. It is not the words you chant. It is the feeling those words evoke. Can you call up the feeling of security right now? Can you summon the feeling of being loved? That feeling is God in action. That feeling is the creative power. Do not be afraid of your own power. Many of you have been taught to fear your own greatness. You have been told to be small, to be humble in a way that means self-deprecation. But true humility is knowing that you are nothing without the Father. But with the Father, you are all things. And the Father is your own imagination. To deny your power is to deny God. So stand tall. Walk with your head held high. Not in arrogance, but in the quiet confidence of one who knows the law of liberty. As you walk this path, you will encounter the doubters. They may be people in your life who ridicule your dreams, or they may be voices in your own head. Do not argue with them. Silence is the most powerful answer. When you argue, you are validating their doubt. You are lowering yourself to their level. Instead, smile inwardly. You know something they do not know. You have seen the end. You are eating of food they know not of. Let the results speak for themselves. When the harvest comes, and it will, you won't need to say, I told you so. Your life will be the testimony. There is a specific sensation I want you to practice, which is the sensation of touch in your imagination. Sight is powerful, but touch is the anchor of reality. When you are in your SATS, state akin to sleep, do not just see the money. Feel the texture of the bills. Do not just see the car. Feel the cold, smooth leather of the steering wheel. Do not just see the wedding ring. Feel the metal against your skin. Turn it with your thumb. This tactile sense convinces the subconscious mind more rapidly than a vague picture. It makes the imaginary act solid. It grounds the electricity of your desire into the earth of your body. And what if you fail? What if you fall out of the state? What if you react with anger or fear? Do not condemn yourself. Self-condemnation is a sticky pit. The more you struggle in it, the deeper you sink. Simply acknowledge it. Ah, I fell asleep, I forgot who I was. And then get up, dust yourself off, and return to the state. A righteous man falls 7 times and rises again. It is not about never falling, it is about how quickly you return to the throne. The chosen one is not perfect. The chosen one is persistent. Remember, you are playing a role. In this vast cosmic drama, you have written the script, you are the actor, and you are the director. If you don't like the scene you are in, yell cut and rewrite it. You are not the victim of the play. You are the dreamer of the dream. Wake up to your authorship. Look at the world around you today. Everything you see, this phone, that chair, the building you are in, was once only an image in someone's imagination. It had no physical reality, but someone held that image, fueled it with faith, and sustained it until it hardened into fact. You are doing the same thing with your life. You are an artist Your thoughts are the brush, your feelings are the colors, and your life is the canvas. Paint something beautiful. Paint something majestic. Do not paint a tragedy. You have painted tragedies for long enough. I want to leave you with a thought on gratitude. Gratitude is not just saying thank you after the fact. True gratitude is the feeling that it is already done. When you can give thanks for the gift before you open the box, you are exercising the highest faith. Father, I thank you that you have heard me. This was the prayer before the miracle. Live in that frequency of thankfulness. It keeps the channel open. It keeps the heart soft. It keeps the mind receptive. Now, as we move toward the silence, I want you to take a moment to identify one thing, just one specific thing you desire to bring into this world. Not a general better life, but something specific. A sum of money, a specific job, a reconciliation. Hold it in your mind. Now strip away the desire for it and replace it with the feeling of having it. How would you breathe if you had it? How would your posture change? What is the expression on your face? Wear that expression now. Wear it like a royal robe. Keep wearing it. Do not take it off when the video ends. Do not take it off when you walk out the door. Sleep in it, bathe in it, eat in it, until you and the robe are one. Until the feeling is so natural that you forget